Time now for your forewarned weather with Nate Larson.
Lots of great photos coming in of our partial eclipse in the Beehive State today. Scott Taylor, of course, out with the extra magnified lens showing us the sun and some of the sunspots even as the moon was passing over. We were in partial shadow from it. Scott Taylor, another one showing just a slightly different time frame when we had some of the moon sliding across the sky. Alta showing still some of the cloud cover that's been lingering, but also they had a great weekend with snow. We had 26 inches reported over the weekend, which helped push Alta over the top of 600 inches for the season. Now 611, in fact, which is above normal. 546 inches is an average snow year for Alta ski area. Snowpack, of course, doing really well with above normal conditions, 135% for the entire state. So no issues, it's looking like, heading into the water season. With our reservoirs should be plenty full. We should have some to carry over, even to replenish some of Great Salt Lake. Temperatures today were still colder than normal. A bit of a northerly flow has been in place. Usually we're around 60 degrees in Salt Lake. We've hit 51, 50 in Provo. We've had 50s for Delta and Milford, 51 in Cedar, and 65 in St. George. 50s and 60s across much of eastern Utah, with just 49 for the high in Lake Powell. We've had clouds, even a few lingering showers across the southern part of the state. And it's been a bit breezy across the state as well. 15-mile-per-hour winds across Wasatch Front, and we're seeing some elevated winds in southwest Utah as well. High pressure's taking over as we get into the rest of the work week. We'll have a nice climb in temperatures. In fact, should see well above average temperatures by the end of the week. It's going to get quite warm through Friday. Warm in southern Utah. Should be comfortable, I should say, along the Wasatch Front, with some possible changes moving in for the weekend. Here's a look at the trend for the Wasatch Front. About average highs tomorrow after the cooler than normal conditions today. We had 15-degree cooler than normal temperatures over the weekend. Now we're looking at 15-degree above normal temperatures by the end of the week. So we're getting kind of a nice mixed bag of this spring weather, some of the cold and some of the warm, before we see more changes over the weekend. Upper level futurecast. Here's that trough of low pressure to the south of us. It's going to slide off to the east. High pressure then builds in, should be strongest midweek. This is Thursday, so the strongest amplitude there. Any moisture coming in off the Pacific Ocean gets pushed around us until this next trough dives down along the west coast. Models still trying to figure out some of the timing over the weekend. It looked like Saturday. Now it should be a Sunday, Monday, if not mostly Monday storm system. So we'll kind of fine-tune the forecast as we get closer, but we could be looking at more active weather potential into early next week. So pretty quiet for the next 5 days. In fact, just a slight chance as we get into the weekend. For St. George, we're looking at highs near 74 on Tuesday, breezy winds near 80 on Wednesday, mid-80s Thursday and Friday, more sunshine, some breezy winds at times, some good kite flying weather, I guess, in southern Utah as we wrap up the week. Slight chance of showers Sunday and Monday, temperatures falling into the upper 60s as we get into next week. Not a huge threat for moisture in southern Utah. The Wasatch Front. Mostly sunny skies, 59 for Tuesday, 63 on Wednesday. Plan on temperatures climbing into the 70s, really comfortable. Should be a really nice day Thursday. Friday will be a little bit warmer, but we'll start to see a little bit of cloud cover move in from the southwest as southwest flow really cranks up ahead of some potential changes into the latter half of the weekend. Mid-70s on Saturday, breezy winds, 67 on Sunday. Could start to see some increased moisture Sunday ahead of the front that should be here possibly Monday. Temperatures do drop quite a bit, though, from that 77 Friday all the way down to 59 degrees. Breezy winds and isolated showers on Monday next week.